All right, I want to do a quick video on bead breaking. How to break a bead on one of these side-by-side tires. This is coming off of a Can-Am X3 out on a trip, and I got a nasty hole, puncture hole right there in the tire. Now, I ended up just driving it out, so the tire's probably ruined. Well, I mean, definitely ruined because it's got a hole in it. But I'll just show you how to take one of these tires off, because obviously if you're watching this video, you're trying to figure out how to do this yourself, and it is a booger. I tried everything. I tried the pry bars, crowbars, I tried jacks on it, I tried anything and everything that you could imagine, and I couldn't break the bead. These are on there good. Now, I did find something online that showed like a bead breaking tool from a company. It was kind of pricey, and I just kind of thought, well, maybe I could make my own. So this is all I came up with, and I'll show you kind of how it works. But I take an old U-bolt that I had laying around here in the shop, cut it. This is the other half. Now, it wasn't long enough for one end, so that was actually there. That was there, but just a U-bolt. All right, it's got the nut. Took a 2x4, I don't know, maybe 3/16 steel. Drilled a hole. I plasma cutted this side because I do need it to toggle a little bit. And then I've got like a, quarter-inch thick plate here. And this is 4 inches wide, and maybe about 3 inches long. But if you notice, it has a bend to it, and that bend's important. You'll see why. But just long enough to cover the rim, and I'll kind of show you how it sets up here. What's nice about this, that J allows this to be stabilized inside the rim. So I can just set it right down. Let's see if I can get it. Yep, right down in like that. You see as it tries to spin, locks itself up. This guy, let's see if right. And to six, just like that. I've got some washers. Okay, you see that? Got my nuts. We're gonna make this tough on me here. I'm trying to do a video and inside. Let's see, there we go. Okay, so you see how that's lined up. Now, I'm not done. A couple things is I've got this. So this is about 2.5 inches from the end here. It's kind of important. You can't be too far in, you can't be too far out. Put this block here and you'll see why, because it sucks this thing right over, okay? So got that. Throw my 2 blocks in up underneath there, and now you can see it's kind of straight on. So that's gonna hit the bead as it sucks down. It's gonna suck it in. It's really important because if it pushes out or down, it just slips right off the bead. This, as it gets pulled up, is gonna go against the rim right in there. Obviously, if you care about your rims, maybe you don't wanna do this, but honestly, anyone who has a Can-Am X3, if you look on the inside of these 14-inch rims, they are trashed. Just because the brake assembly, there's like no clearance. Any rocks get in there, just get chewed. All right. And we got this on forward, we're good. Here we go. So you see, connected, it's lined up. So, I don't know if you can see that in there, but I've got quite a bit of clearance, but I'm about to tap out here. So now that I broke that, the bead, throw a little bit of water up in there. It's just a little soapy water. And as you can see, now what you do, take this off, move it over right here, bring it down, and 1 or 2 of these, it's off completely. So that's kind of my homemade bead breaker. Again, just using a U-bolt there, 2x4, plate welded on, hold or plasma cut a hole here, doesn't matter. I guess it's like 2.5 inches out. I don't know, this is maybe 18 inches, it could be shorter or longer, doesn't mean, but that's got a 3-inch throw on it. You really can't go down too much more. You'll probably end up damaging the bead here because you kind of just have to move it around. But this has worked really well for me. So if you just bought like a set of tires and you want to use your stock rims, and that's kind of like what I've got going on here. This is a different bike here, but you can see you can do it yourself at home. You don't have to go pay a shop, you know, 20 bucks a tire to swap out tires. You can just do it yourself. Obviously, if you have the resources, you bolting some steel laying around. All right, hope that was helpful to whoever's trying to do the same thing. So good luck, guys. Catch you later.